Howdy folks, this is Scott Grove, Dr. Groovy, GroovyMusicLessons.com, here today to give you a few pointers about your Fender guitars. Stratocasters have more of this particular problem than anything. First, let's get to the problem, and at the same time we'll learn a little something on how to avoid a problem. Okay, behind me I've got a couple of my old Con Strobo tuners from back in the 70s. When you go to tune single coil pickups, or any guitar actually, these are some of the best tuners ever made. These are the old Petersons. The best thing to do with your guitar is to simply, live especially, a lot of background noise, or you got a lot of different appliances plugged into a circuit, that the band might share a circuit with. Put your guitar on the neck pickup and turn your tone knob all the way off, and strictly tune using your neck pickup with the tone knob shut off. The tone knob shut off actually eliminates all of your other overtones, harmonic frequencies, and so forth, weird things going on, and you get the pure tonic or the root note coming through. So here's the open G string. Okay, you can see it moving to the left, it's flat. I will tune it up just a little bit. Perfect. There we go. I'll tune it. I'll go to the 12th fret harmonic. A little bit high. I'll go down a little lower. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So that will cut out all of that jumping around that anybody that might be using needle tuners or anything like that. That'll get rid of that. So that was on the neck pickup only, and then the tone knob shut all the way off. Okay, now to show you what I'm gonna show you that happens to all Fender Stratocasters and even Telecasters that have one string tree on them, and that has to do with your G string. Because if you have an axe that has one string tree, it's going to be on your E and B string. Now this holds true for every Strat. I got an American one down there, a Mexican one. This here's Japanese. There's more around if we need them, but I'll even show you on a Tele. But being that I first noticed it on Strats, and this one's set up to eliminate it, I'll show you what's going on. On the G string up there at the headstock, besides all this other weird stuff I have going on with some little inventions I've come up with, you'll see a piece of tape up there. It's there for a reason. Okay, you have a G string. You play it. You'll notice this guitar, I'm using strictly the microphone here on the camera, so listen as good as you can, or I've got the entire back of this sucker packed with toilet paper. It is hard-tailed, big as all get out, so if I take that G string and go, it's over. There's not a note to be heard, no overtones. The cavity back here where the springs are, there's 5 springs in there, and they are all covered in toilet paper, wrapped in toilet paper in the middle of them, and laid across the entire top of them. Okay, nothing, dead as a rock. Okay, from here, the nut, all the way to the G string tuning peg. That is actually tuned on every Fender guitar. If you just tune it and you haven't done any above the nut bends, it's actually tuned to a very high D. Okay, which is a very natural harmonic of a G chord. And on all Fender guitars, again, that do not have a string tree right there on them, you hit that and just stop it, you're going to hear all kinds of noise, because that G string just sets that thing to ringing like crazy, and you will hear it coming back through your amp like crazy. It will drive you nuts from here on out. You're going to be like, thanks, Scott. Because it will drive you nuts. That's why this is here, to shut that up. Because it's tuned to D on every Fender, Strat, and Tele ever made. Okay, I have pre-tuned all the other guitars that I will use. I'll grab a Mexican one here. Here's a Mexican Strat, already been tuned up. I'm just going to do the same thing. Okay, listen here. Again, it's just from here to here. That's a D. Okay, so if I go, here's the microphone. Okay, so I can just that's just, I've got my thumb on the D string shutting it up. So that's just the G string ringing at the headstock, and it will travel, bounce back and then come back this way and be amplified again through your amplifier. And not to mention all the other strings that actually, I'll do it again back here at the cavity. So that's your tremolo spring noise. That gets amplified too because of regular magnet type of pickups. These are Texas Special custom shops in here. The magnets pick up all the way around, so they'll pick up from the back side too. And your springs are right on the, almost touching your pickups back there. So that will come through your amplifier like crazy and drive you nuts until you put a piece of tape on there. Or put a little piece of anything under there, a little piece of cotton, put anything on there. Okay? Just use your own little imagination, stick something on there. If you want to put a roach clip there and let it hang down with a feather on it. Hear that? So, it's what it is. American. Okay, there's your USA. Oh, sorry. Duh. Okay, so American Strat. Hear it? Tremolo. It comes through your amp big time. Just do that. Listen for it to come back. Just stop it. G string. And that, listen. That is that same, that's what you're hearing. Just shut it up. Okay, last one and I'll get out of here. People ask, Telecaster. It's a Fender headstock, so it never changes really. From Strat to Tele, so Fender Tele, yes, actual Fender Tele. I know you haven't probably seen one like this unless you've ever seen mine, but it's a one-off custom shop. John Cruz built before there was a custom shop, but same thing, and I've already tuned it through the strobe tuner as well. Same thing, one string tree. So put something up there, and like I said, it will drive you nuts from here on out. Now that you know it exists, maybe you've heard it all this time, wondered what the heck it was. That's what it is, so stick something on the G string, and if the trem springs drive you nuts, you could put a little something back there to shut them up. Some people actually put a little piece of leather or something just down right through the center of the springs, and you can still whammy and everything, and it doesn't ever get caught on there, but it does shut up about 90% of your trem noise. Just like leather shoelace. Just feed it through there, let it set. It's not going to mess with your whammying or coming back in tune at all, but it will shut up all that noise. And Again, I know the tape on this string is a little crude, but it works perfectly, and you can think of whatever you want to use, but you will now realize what that noise is and how to shut it up. So once again, remember, tuning, go to that neck pickup, shut off your tone, cuts off every other possible harmonic that you would hear or overtone, and all those little noises too, so your tuner won't go nuts. And shut up your G string. I know you've never noticed it till now probably, but it will drive you nuts now. So enjoy your nightmares. Once again, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com. You guys take care. Bye-bye.